Hello everyone. Today I want to show you what I did this last week, and it's been around for a long time, but I haven't done it in a long time till last week, and it was so nice to have my salads made up ahead of time, because when you're making a salad it seems to me like it's so much work for one time. And so I decided last time I made up salad in a jar, and then I used 4 of these little containers with the lids, and it really worked out well. So I decided I had a little bit more of my salad fixings left, and I decided just to film this. So here goes. I'm going to do a little chopping and a little bit of this and that. First off, I'm going to just use a little salad dressing in the bottom of my jars. Because what you want to do is you want to get all the wet stuff at the bottom, all the stains at the bottom, and put lettuce at the top, because the lettuce will wilt if you're not careful. And I just wanted to make sure that this would turn out good. Along the way, I came across, I really love this toasted sesame seed oil. And the last time I made it, it just seemed like it added a whole burst of flavor in it. Now, of course, remember, when you're doing this, you can do it any which way you want. And so I just put a little, this is a ½ teaspoon in it. I'm not even filling it quite full. And I wanted to just put, whoops, I got too much on that one, so I'll do them in both of them. It just adds so much wonderful flavor in it. And I dropped my lid, so I'll pick that up later. Okay, so what you want to do is build the hardest things, and I have some carrots I already washed, just baby carrots. You can use the kind that you cut. Somehow I got this kind this time, and I'm going to just do it like many years ago I used to do Pampered Chef, and I'm going to try to do this fast because I know you're not going to want to watch me cut up a bunch of carrots, and you can cut these as small or little. And sometimes, if you want, not makes much noise, you can cut them like this. We've cut them both ways. Many people do it both ways, so it's okay. Whatever works for you, that's what we want. And so I'm going to go ahead. I'll try not to be so loud. But many years ago, I did Pampered Chef. And I still have quite a few of the items. And I think that was in 96, somewhere around there. And they have some good products. And I still have several of them that I use regularly. Like my potato peeler and this little apple. And I use my chopper, my Xylus chopper, all the time, because I realize you can buy it in the store now. So I have this all done. Sorry about the loud noises. Okay, here goes. So I'm going to take all these, and I'm going to take a handful and put them in each one of these. And I'm just going for 4 today, smaller and bigger. So right on my dressing there. And now I went ahead and cut up most of, my friend gave me a wonderful cucumber. I forgot what these are called, but I just cut them up like this. I'm not going to use them all in the salad because I love them. I also love these kind with sour cream and a little dash of sugar and vinegar and salt and pepper. Oh my goodness, are they wonderful. So I'm going to just throw some of these in each one. And here goes that. And I mean, remember, if you're making this for yourself, you put what you like in it. Now, see, onions are kind of hard too, so they're not going to make everything soft yet. So I'm still building up my little mountain here. So here goes with this. Oh, I got a lot in that one. So, but you can make these exactly like you like. And now I'm going to put, I think, next I'm going to put, I have some garbanzo beans. Well, I don't, a lot of people eat a lot of meat. You could put ham and all those kind of things. I guess they call me a pescatarian. Anyway, so whatever I am, I don't eat meat, but I do eat the cheese and eggs and all that. So I'm putting garbanzo beans in here that gives you more protein, and you could use a different kind of one if you chose to, but I'm just kind of putting different things that I like in my salad. So here goes on that. Okay, next I'm going to put in my apple. By the way, these are apples from my yard. These are Yellow Delicious, and we're almost to the end of our season, so yeah, they're not perfect, but boy, are they delicious. Just like the name, Yellow Delicious. Okay, so I have my little garbage can right down here by me, so that'll work. And I'm just gonna cut these up a little bit. They didn't, last time I did this, they didn't seem to get too dark. Although I have found a way that you can put them in your refrigerator and keep them for quite a few days with just a little bit of, I put water and put my apple slices in there, and I put water and salt and a little bit of sugar, and it really was good. You could rinse them off if you chose to, but they don't turn dark that way. So that's a little idea that you might like. Okay, you see, I'm not making any of this perfect by any means, but which one does? Okay, here goes. I'm gonna have 4 salads, and that'd be so nice not to have to worry about every time I want a salad making one. So here goes. Okay, next one, what am I gonna do? I have some olives. I have 2 kinds of olives today. I have these little, what are these? Pitted Italian olives, and I'm not going to try to say that word, but I'm going to put just a little bit because I do love, well, I think I'm going to use my fingers. They're clean. I wash them. And so here goes on the olives. I'm just going to put a little bit because, you know, green olives burst with flavor. At least that's my thought. Now, maybe you don't like them, but if you don't, leave them out. So I'm just going to cut these, you could actually get your little chopper and use them, but I'm just going to cut them kind of big and just a little cuts in them. Here goes. And that will do for all 4 of these. Okay, here goes. A few in each. Now, one time I met my daughter-in-law at her lunch break, and I took us a salad, and she seemed to really enjoy it. So that was good. And, okay, I do have some black olives, so I'm going to just do it too. We'll do a black olive in each one. I don't have so many black olives as I did the jar of them because I've been using them. But I'll put just a few in. And I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to be looking up or down or what when I'm doing this. But this will be pretty anyway. And good. Okay, next I'm going to put, my friend brought me some wonderful homegrown tomatoes out of his garden. And actually, this is the first time, excuse my glasses, they like to slide down a little. This is actually the first time this year that I have had fresh tomatoes. And yesterday I had a tomato sandwich with just a little mayonnaise, salt and pepper. And boy, was it delicious. And I just want to thank my friend for giving me that. And I really, really appreciate it. And so good. Oh my goodness. Put a little salt and pepper on it. And excuse me if I'm repeating myself. This is so new to me, but it's fun. And I like to share things that I know. And I will be having other videos. I have several thoughts for ones that I want to show you that maybe you would like to try. Okay, there goes my tomato. And by the way, there's all kinds of knives. I like a little serrated, little This is actually a steak knife, but boy, it cuts very well. And I guess I like the sawing action of it, so I'm going with this one. There you go. And I'm just going to make this work for all of these. And it's going to be really good. So we're having a beautiful day here in Northern California today, and loving this fall weather. It's really one of my favorite times of the year, and I don't look forward to winter, although I know we need the rain. We don't have snow here. Okay, I got two more little halves here that I'm going to just divide in these again, just put a little bit more in each one of them. And I don't know, I may end up meeting my daughter-in-law for lunch again and taking her another salad. That's fun to do. And get the meat with her, and she helps me a lot of times with so many things. And now I'm really making a mess, you guys. Okay, I'm going to slide myself back here and dump this in the sink. Okay. And let me rinse this off just a little. It's really messy. Okay, and I have a little towel down here. I'm going to wipe my hands in. I have to step off just 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. That's, I guess, real life TV. Okay, now we got to do our eggs. I already boiled them. I just now boiled them. And so many times I never know how long to put them in for. And this time I put them on the stove for, I boiled 6. And I put them on the stove for, I put the timer for 7 minutes, I think it was. And let it boil, and then turned it off and just let it sit there for 2 or 3 minutes till I got ready to use it. So I'm putting about 1 whole egg in each one. So, and I had already cut some of them in half because I did it so fast. I want to make sure they were done. So they were. So that's good. I got some good protein in here. And usually at the end of my food, whenever at the top of it, whenever I'm getting ready to eat it, I put I love, excuse my glasses, they like to slide. Anyway, I end up putting nuts, chopped nuts. It can be any kind. I love nuts. I always tell my family I'm a nutty person. Anyway, so I put walnuts, chopped honey roasted, chopped whatever I got. So it works. Okay, that one, I have 1 egg left. I think that I peeled. I think I'll just save that one. So we got some in each one of them. Next, I'm getting almost to the lettuce. And so that's the very last thing that I'm going to do. And I think, here's my hand, there's egg all over them. I'm going to put some little dash of salt. I'll probably put a little dash of salt in both places. And because I'm salt, I like a little salt. I mean, I don't want it loaded, but this is not a lot. Okay, now let's see, what do I got left? I got my cheese. Actually, this, and I usually use regular cheese, but this is dairy-free mozzarella, and I just happened to buy it. We have a wonderful store that's marked down prices in it, and boy, it's really, really good in prices. And this cheese, I ate a piece of it last night, and I said, oh my goodness, this is really good. And so I'm just going to put a little cheese in it. This is vegan cheese, by the way. But it tastes like it. If I didn't tell you, I'm not sure you would know it. And but you can put what kind you like in it. So I'm going to put this in this one. Now I am ready at the very end for my lettuce. And I wanted to show you, first off, I'm putting kale, and I'm putting romaine. I think it's romaine lettuce. And this salad spinner I've had for years, and it does quite a good job. I washed it, and then you just spin it around, and I mean more than that, but I've already did it, so I'm gonna just go from here. First off, I'm gonna put, and I already washed this is my kale, and I washed it. Sometimes I buy it packaged, but this, and kale, by the way, lasts a good little while, and you know it's so good for you. I'm gonna cut these little stems off a little bit, and now see, I have no idea how long I'm going on this, so hopefully I'm not going too terribly long. But I'm taking these little stems off of here. They're a little bit on the harder side to eat, and they're real simple to do. And you know, kale is supposed to be so very good for you. So I'm going to try to make this a healthy salad. And here goes. I think I got, well, one more little spot here. Now I'm going to, you know, you can buy a little, I think it's a kale pillar that you slide it through and do. So let's see, I hope I'm not blocking the view here. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is just kind of cut this. And you know, I've used all kinds of knives in my life, but I still like a little paring knife. And they come in so handy. And I can handle them. Okay, I'm not sure whether that's too much or not till you start adding it in the jars. You're not quite sure how that's going to work. So, okay, here goes. A little in each jar. Oh, I love the idea of having it done. And then you come home and you think, oh, I need to eat something healthy. And you think, oh, wait, I'm not in the mood. Let's just have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, there you go on that one. Now, by the way, I got a mess here. Here is my romaine lettuce. And I do have to cut this end off. Throw this down in my little garbage can here. Just do this up coarsely. Really, you can do it any which way you like. And I think at the very end of this, I'm going to just put another dash of salt and pepper on it. And then, of course, when we had them, we turned it over in a little paper plate at my daughter-in-law's work, and we ate it from a paper plate. That worked very well. And, of course, then you've got all the dressings coming off on the top and all those good things. So, okay, I'm sure there's a lot more things. I mean, just the sky. I love raisins and cranberries and all kinds of goody stuff in my salad. But this is going to do it this time, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you'll come back and excuse my glasses again. I'm going to have to glue them on, I guess. Come back and join me. And if you like, this is Mrs. Peach Thrifty Hacks. I'm learning the name still. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like. And I hope you'll come back. I have several ideas of things I'm going to do, and I hope you'll come back and join me. Bye-bye.